When I was 13 years old, we moved back home to Barbados after 6 years in Philadelphia. I was so excited to move back to a warm, sunny place and make new friends. But what I didn't know is that high school started at age 12. I went from being one of the brightest students in my American classes to lagging behind in all of my current classes. And with a ton of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice, I eventually became known as one of the smart kids. Since then, I've been holding on to a definition of success that is based on how other people describe me, but it's definitely time to change that. Just 2 weeks ago, I made a commitment to set more boundaries with technology and spend more time doing things I love. There were 3 components to this agreement. 1, unplug from work at 6 p.m. every day. 2, physically go to bed at 9:30 p.m. And 3, take a break from Instagram for 30 days. I have to say, I knew it would be challenging, but I had a good idea that making these changes would also be worth it. I thought unplugging from work would be the most difficult, but knowing that I have a certain amount of hours to complete my work has made me more focused and efficient. There's less room for procrastination, and I'm having fun experimenting with different ways to be more productive in less time. I breathe a sigh of relief when 6 p.m. comes because I know my mind has the ability to rest, which is something I never really allowed before. The evening now feels like a breath of fresh air, and my energy levels are so much higher, and I can handle tattletales, tiredness, or tantrums much better than ever before. I've noticed that my mood sets the tone, and my kids seem more happy, calm, and confident. I installed Instagram from my phone with no announcements or countdowns. I made some strides living more slowly and intentionally, but I knew deep down that social media was stealing precious time away from the people and activities that mattered most. The first few days, I suffered from Phantom app. I found myself picking up my phone, scrolling to the IG app, only to realize it was no longer there. I did this way too many times to count, and it showed me just how much of a crutch social media had become. These are the times when all the grace is needed. Having nothing to do felt so foreign and uncomfortable to me, but I've learned that I need to give myself permission to sit in silence, daydream, or even dabble in any activity that brings me joy. The only feeling better than doing something you love is sharing it with people you care about. I'm still in awe that I'm able to create these simple but beautiful memories without having to get on a plane or take time off work. It's truly been a blessing. I honestly thought going to bed at 9:30 would be challenging, but I think all my body needed was the okay to call it quits for the day. It reminded me of a saying from a sleep training manual I read with my first child. Sleep begets more sleep. Within the first few days of going to bed at 9:30, I found myself preparing for sleep earlier and earlier. I am slowly but surely creating a bedtime routine that feels simple and nurturing. I take time to lotion my skin, turn on the diffuser, light candles, and sometimes play music to help me relax. What I love the most is that I have created time to reflect on my day, which makes me feel grateful and appreciative. The next day, I wake up feeling rested and ready, even if I still hit the snooze button once or twice. Remember, grace. I don't regret one bit taking on this challenge. In just 2 short weeks, I've resurrected old hobbies, found ways to get more done in less time, designed a bedtime routine I love, and created nurturing spaces for my family and myself. I'm so glad I made a hard and unpopular decision to slow down for my sanity and happiness. I can't wait to see what the next 2 weeks have in store and what comes after the 30 days are up.